If I could be heard by a physicist, inertia, they need to understand, appears to not be a relatable concept when you're discussing consciousness. So I was looking through my phone, and I had kept the description of Planck constant. It is said to describe quantization of energy. Dangerous is my thoughts. I look at Planck constant as the stalker. If they're trying to give a quantum value to energy, they would need details. Details being the variables, because it said that with Planck constant, it describes in the quantization rather of energy, but in quantum mechanics, you're looking action. So that's scary. Without the exact variables, they're choosing to work out problems. Scary. Again, when you think consciousness, inertia I don't think applies at all. At all. It's totally different. Think about it for a second, and from my experience, I can speak of what it actually looks like. Because as on the inside of the mind, it's your inner child. It's what the stuff that you may not necessarily, if you're not a healthy person, speak out loud. Healthy people might be just fine. I couldn't tell you exactly what's what. I've spoken on how this varies with culture, with everything. So again, when you're thinking about quantization of energy, it's scary. Don't try to give too much into this section or that section saying that yes, when there's too many people to include, too many different cultures. Every one of us individuals have a different mind. And just because we're taught information doesn't mean we perceive it the same. Anyway, so yes, it's dangerous stuff. The way that I wrote it here is the energy tends to be more generalized when you're looking into a lot of this stuff. You're not considering the level of detail that consciousness would include, because we're now talking actions, decisions. Think therapy, for crying out loud. Think about how sensitive a topic this could be. And I come on in a moment, somebody's didn't mean for that to jump out in the middle of things. What ask? It's how somebody felt in is what I can base. So yes, as I was saying, and it was so then when you look at quantum mechanics, that's the actual action. It's the action without all the particles is essentially what that would be. So I done a little research here. International Union of Pure and Applied Physicists, IUPAP. The information. Oh, my words to you. The information that you are learning or deciding is learned before fully discussing it. It's coming out too freely. People are discussing a lot of physics way too freely, and it's allowing the mind to adventure too far without some actual guidelines to say, no, we only made it this far. You know what I mean? Like there's too much that's spoken about freely. I think there's a way that you could get control on this and have better release to the public on what's what. Some discussions are great, but some are just too much. And I was looking into different groups and so on. And I learned that there is a Canadian Association of Physicists. So I would say to you, please consider that information is shared too frequently. Technology has moved way too fast. And as I was already saying, please consider consciousness. Yeah, this is I don't know, it's quite the world we live in.